prepare to be utterly spellbound as we venture into the ageless realm of ancient Egypt, where the past is alive with secrets, surprises, and a dash of wit. This video will be your ticket to unraveling the extraordinary stories that history textbooks often overlook. We're diving deep into the enigmatic world of the pharaohs, mummies, and pyramids. But here's the twist. We're not just talking about the usual stuff, we're about to unearth some intriguing and surprising facts about the ancient Egyptians that you probably didn't learn in school. But before we go more in depth into the video, please consider to like this video, subscribe, and turn on post notifications because it helps a lot. Now put on your scholarly hat and let's embark on an exhilarating expedition through the enigmatic world of the pharaohs, mummies, and pyramids. Our first enigma in the time machine is the enduring mystery of the pyramids. Close your eyes and imagine a horde of hapless slaves, shackled by the weight of colossal stones, building these imposing structures. But wait, here's a plot twist for the ages. Recent archaeological findings suggest that these monuments were not, in fact, constructed by hordes of downtrodden slaves, but by a cadre of skilled laborers who brought a sense of pride to their craft. What's more, these master builders had a sense of humor that would put today's stand-up comedians to shame. Graffiti found near the pyramids reveals that they dubbed their work crews with whimsical names like the Drunkards of Menkori and the Friends of Khufu. It seems the whip-cracking overseer image belongs more to Hollywood than the annals of history. As we step deeper into the mysterious labyrinth of ancient Egypt, the boy pharaoh, King Tutankhamun, beckons with his golden mask and cryptic demise. It's a history class cliche, but the reality is more captivating than any textbook tale. You see, King Tut may have met his untimely end due to a rather bizarre adversary, the hippopotamus. X-rays of the young ruler's mummy indicate a peculiar absence of the heart and chest wall, which deviates significantly from traditional mummification practices. A handful of Egyptologists believe that this anomaly could be attributed to an unfortunate encounter with a hippo. Yes, you heard it right. King Tut might have been a bit of an adrenaline junkie, risking it all in a high-stakes game of Hunt the Hippo. Now picture this. A group of ancient Egyptian laborers, fervently dedicated to their divine ruler, the pharaoh. They're knee-deep in the construction of the royal necropolis at Deir el-Medina, but something is amiss. They haven't received their usual rations of grain, and they're not about to let it slide. These workers, who would bow to the pharaoh as a living god, proved that even divine rulers weren't immune to a dose of labor unrest. In an audacious display of collective defiance, they orchestrated one of history's earliest recorded strikes, not with picket signs, but with a sit-in. They simply entered nearby mortuary temples and decided not to leave until their grievances were heard. The gamble paid off, and they were eventually granted their long overdue rations. Thus, in the heart of ancient Egypt, the concept of workers' rights found its earliest roots. Let's transport ourselves to a leisurely afternoon along the lush banks of the Nile, where hardworking Egyptians bask in the serene shadows of the pyramids. After a long day's toil, they sought solace in a most unexpected pastime: board games. Among the various options, including Mayhen and Dogs and Jackals, one game reigned supreme: Senet. This game of chance, dating back to 3500 BC, was the ancient Egyptian equivalent of binge-watching your favorite Netflix series. The game was played on a lengthy board adorned with 30 squares, and players moved their pieces according to the roll of dice or the throw of sticks. Historians are still debating Senet's precise rules, but there's no doubt about its popularity. Paintings even depict Queen Nefertari herself indulging in a game of Senet. And some pharaohs, such as Tutankhamun, were so besotted with it that they had game boards buried alongside them in their tombs. Now that's what we call a timeless hobby. Beyond the towering pharaohs and the mystique of mummies, we encounter another enthralling aspect of ancient Egypt: the role and rights of its women. While the era was characterized by patriarchal norms, Egyptian women were not to be underestimated. These ladies, though often cast in supporting roles, enjoyed an astonishing degree of legal and financial autonomy. They could buy and sell property, serve on juries, draft wills, and engage in legal contracts. Unlike their counterparts in ancient Greece, where women were essentially property owned by their husbands, Egyptian women had the right to divorce and remarry. In fact, some Egyptian couples were known to negotiate ancient prenuptial agreements that outlined the property and wealth brought into the marriage and guaranteed compensation in case of a divorce. Think of it as a historic "what's mine is mine" agreement. Our journey through the labyrinthine annals of ancient Egypt comes to an end. But the echoes of these stories, quirky and captivating, will linger in the corridors of your mind. From debunking the pyramid slave myth to King Tut's thrilling hippo encounters and the remarkable autonomy of Egyptian women, the tales of this enigmatic civilization reveal a world far more vibrant and complex than we might have imagined. So, the next time you conjure images of Egypt, remember that beneath the layers of sand and time, there lies a narrative as intriguing, surprising, and witty as the Egyptians themselves. Thanks for joining us on this mesmerizing expedition through the veiled corridors of history. Stay curious, stay enlightened, and until our next adventure, keep uncovering the hidden wonders of the world.